mentioned in terms of strengthening the family structure, which is first and foremost. And it starts with us men. Once, if the head crumbles, the entire family structure falls. So if we could strengthen and strengthen ourselves, we could do wonders. We can have a great community, great nation. So this is just a brief summary. I just want to go over it. And like I said, and then the floor will be open for ideas and open for whatever we can come together in terms of making this better. Okay. Roughly, I'll start off this mission statement I have first, which is it goes like this: to cultivate and to produce powerful men through godly principle and practical teaching and training. Purpose. Our purpose is for man to rediscover who he is, and why is he here. What is his purpose in the earth, what to do, and how to be effective, how to maintain stability, growth, and to rightfully take his position in God, how to be productive leaders, husbands, and fathers. All right, that's the purpose. Roughly, I have Apostle Denise as our general overseer, and Apostle Ivy Johnson. A few names I put here for coordinators. I have myself along with Brother Neely, if he is open to take it. And intercessory prayer, I have Kenneth Wright, Perry Roberts. Treasury, I have Deacon Barry Musgrove and Elder Perry McPhee. Let me just stop right there when I say treasury, because you may be wondering what the money is all about. This started out young. It usually be an issue. And if we as men, if we could learn responsibility, I know all of us are responsible who are married and don't, you understand. But if we can take some of the load, you understand, if it's only $25 a week, we can deal with this, man. We don't have to wait for a parcel or wait, you understand what I'm saying? And we can get stuff together. And as God increases, we increase it. Don't have to be the $20. If you can put 25, whatever you can do, we can cover whatever bills in the church. I think that will help a whole lot in that particular area. Brother Barry, like I say, him and Brother McPhee, could spearhead that. I have Darcy Ellis and Anton, praise worship. Basically, yeah, that's it. Right, and then it's open. I have, we can meet probably every second Friday. Now I know Friday is used, so that could change, or Wednesday. Another thing in mind is I have is the iPad Boys to Men Club every second Saturday, and the purpose of that is if we could get the young guys at an early age, if we even start enrolling them now, and that could do wonders in time to come. You understand? We can do, and I'm looking at it, like I say, at 5 p.m. on a Saturday. Like I said, these dates you change. These are not the official dates. You can always change. So, okay, yeah. Okay, another thing in mind is to adopt a school. Okay, I was thinking about Anatole. Anatole was we can go up and learn on a monthly basis and go in and talk to the bad boys. Him adopted them once when gave them a problem. Reach those young fellas, and we can start. And like I said, these are just ideas. The brother Keto, one time ago, I know he was up and going with the prison. That's something we can look into. And prayer. I have in mind if we can start this meeting off with prayer. Prayer is the key. Praying in terms for visionary who is responsible, her vision, and that her vision being focused in terms of what she sees for the men's group in terms of moving forward. Once we can get prayer, we say I don't want the flesh to be involved. we honestly need God to do this. And if we could start this thing off in prayer, I feel that could be, no argument, no flesh, God's will, and division there. And one of the things I like to reiterate is that family, that's one of the main goals, the family structure. And so once we can get that up and going, I think we can do wonders. A few persons I have a little concern about who I feel one time ago, I could remember when I first joined this ministry, and I had some serious issues. Thank God for Brother Kenneth, Anton, and a few of these persons are not here. And they're going through, and I feel that we can get together and start to pray. I think we could see changes, and we could see these guys come back. Brother Warren Berry in particular, Lupi, Deacon Dancer, the light of Ishmael is on the other eye, but I'm just saying we can pray and keep these guys covered, and that God will restore whoever's a part of this, or is supposed to be a part of this fold, that they will come back into the fold. Okay, now, well, basically, we know that the year is almost over. And I had in mind one of our first events, that we can probably do something, like I said, it's just an idea, a drama, all right? And the purpose of this drama is based around, again, the family structure, in terms of, just to give you a rundown on what I have in mind, like I said, but I'm open. I do jump canoe, and I've been in jump canoe for some 30 years. I've seen many homes divided and broken up because of jump canoe. All right, I'm not ashamed to say I was one of the homes that was breaking up because my time is in the jump canoe, not my family. And I have an idea for a drama around that area, which I feel it could speak volume, and it could help a whole lot of people, man. And that's basically it. The floor is open. Oh yes, one more thing. Anybody here from Brother Dino? I don't have any. Anybody here from?
Yeah, but I don't know from the day.
Yeah. Yes, okay.
I'll give you the phone contact. Yeah.
Okay.
From the closest person that you reach in.
Okay. And then everybody's familiar with Brother Joshua. That's here in Sunday. Yeah, but you know the situation. He is incarcerated at this moment. We need to help him, man. When he come out, we need to. Oh, he's out now. Oh, okay, he's out now then. Okay, yeah, but we need to get him, And like I said, that's basically it. The floor is open, ideas open. Like I said, I don't know everything, but we all can do this together, man. We all can do this together, and I think we can do that. That's basically it. Anything, any ideas or?
The drama, where you plan on having
Christmas.
the Christmas occasion here?
Yeah. Like that. Basically, what the drama is, gentleman didn't have, basically I'm just saying it off head knowledge. He didn't have time for his family. He's in the shop. As a result of that, John Henry put in, and infidelity and in the home. He is carrying on with the wife. He's only seeing the fruit, but he is not getting to the root that he is the cause.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because if he did his part, then the wife didn't have to fall on someone else. You understand where I'm coming from? We live these things daily, guys. You minister to plenty people in the shop. These reality, these things happen. All right, and it's a beautiful thing, and then everything comes together, and I feel like I say, you can minister not only Junkanoo will be using it, but they can minister to the entire body strongly. And like I say, I'm an open book, and I like it. The name of it, I'm calling the chakra. That's what we call a person who don't have no time for the family. Yeah, chakra.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I think the timing of it is good because
The
our
season.
ministry is known for drama, and I can tell you the last day ever.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for us as men to put on a skit, dramatic performance
Yes, sir.
around the Junkanoo aspect, in consideration of what happens from the male figure and him spending more time in the shack and him not paying attention to his home and his family, looking at the consequences of his actions. And you're also trying to tie in where his family has to seek aid or comfort from somebody else because of his absence.
Right.
Okay. Okay, and your outcome is going to be what? You want him to then what? At some point in time, someone else come into
Right.
existence where they show him his wrongdoings,
Right, exactly.
and we bring in the faith and Christianity to
Right.
somehow turn around and let him.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, and you would want as much people to play a part of this because
Yeah.
there's only going to be one factor in terms of male who's going to be the whole key factor in the whole demonstration.
Right.
Okay, maybe pairs inside the same Junkanoo shack who will be contributing to his Junkanoo time, but it's home time. We would still, I mean, if you want to be able to portray that, we would definitely need some actors in there who will demonstrate a family figure in terms of female,
Definitely, yeah.
in terms of wife, in terms of children.
Right. Yeah.
So again, all that has to be in terms of a factor so that we can actually send the right message out.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
Okay. So you can write this skit. Or you
Yeah.
need help in terms of,
Yes.
Bringing
yes.
it together?
I have something, but just.
and you want this to be
yeah.
done during the Christmas holidays.
Right.
Okay.
And Brother Kenneth's wife, she's an awesome narrator.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And I think it's a very strong message.
All right. I've been doing drama for years, but like so. Once you have the concept down, and everything has to fall in place. You know. All right.
What I want to say, man of God, I applaud you. Yes, you've been taking it on. The man is on a apostle and his heart. It's always been. So anyone who's been on a apostle believes for a little while, you know that this right here, the heart. So I want to applaud you for even allowing God to use him to be open. God allows God to download you some things that you may need to believe this. There's a lot of new converts coming into the ministry. Also, we're talking about coming into the ministry. And, me personally, if I go into a ministry and I don't really see something set up really for husbands or something set up for men, I kind of feel that's probably my wife thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I see this from my aspect. That might be anyone else seeing it, but you want people to come into something where it feels as if you can come together as men sometime and just talk and have socials and go and stuff like that. So I'm saying, man, God, I applaud you. Yeah. So I pray that God will continue to download stuff to you and Brother Navarro. You know what I mean? And I speak that it will increase coming to it. And it will continue to move forward. Like you say, the prayer being the foundation.
Right, I was just wanting to mention that again, how the gentlemen feel about. I was thinking about, Wednesday or Friday. I mean, maybe early, but I was thinking about 5 a.m. right here at the church. And the purpose of prayer, like I say, is for first of all the vision there and have vision, and that God will be done with this.
I don't know how you want to say it, but I mean, my God, this month.
Right,
prayer.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
I would kind of encourage everyone to kind of push in the line with Apostle that you have set up with the 5 and Saturday mornings.
Right.
So who's able to make it? I mean, kind of opening another door for 5 a.m. in the morning. Wouldn't really be, I mean, I just being honest with you.
No, yeah.
It wouldn't really be wisdom.
Right, I
It'd
got
be
you.
kind of like, like you
Right.
we can't open up a different door from which he would set up. So whatever our setup is, we can just flow into whatever our setup is, because like you say, you know, this whole month of prayer,
Right.
you know, the Lord allowed us, designate this is a month of prayer. And so, like I said, this is our heart.
Right.
She's been longing to see men come into prayer. She's been longing to see men come into Monday night prayer. She's been longing to see men in service on Sundays and men in service on Thursday nights. Men being a part of the ministry. That's what she's been
I
longing
still
for.
fighting with all of that. So you all keep praying.
So it's and you know us as men, we're logical thinkers. So you know it's gonna take prayer. It's gonna take prayer to actually get through.
Exactly.
So like I said, you know, we can fall in line with what you have going on for this month. That'd be good.
Yeah.
The Saturday morning 5 a.m. If we could press our way even as men. So I'm saying just to even make a statement that we're
Yes.
coming out at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Awesome.
Even if our wives don't make it.
Exactly.
We here, because we's the foundation, we's the priest. So
Right.
we standing in the gap for our wife and our children.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that'll be good. You know what I mean? I encourage the men to kind of push for the Saturday 5 a.m. That, you know,
And who we married should be here.
And, yeah, another point. Another point, another point, you know, if I don't make it, or Lily is not here, who's next, okay, let's keep moving, let's keep focused forward. Keep focused. You don't have to be, okay, Lily ain't making it tonight, so we have any answer. You understand? You can keep moving forward. You know? And I think we can do this, man. I know we can do this, Vince.
Yes, sir.
We can do this, man.
So as it relates to that,
Yes, sir.
your last point there, if you or Lily isn't here, and that probably would be very rare for both of you not to be here. But in that event, I don't know, with all of your plans and what have you, if you put something in place and if it happens that both of you are not there, we could just let somebody know what is the plan, what is the schedule for that
Right.
week or
Yes, sir.
whatever in time that they can, kind of prepare.
Right.
Using that formula.
That's it.
Talking what he said.
Over the seal.
Yes, exactly.
Over the sight. I'd also like to, sorry.
Well, the thing I really like too is the outreach that you're talking about, whereas the school, you know what I mean, for us as men to really bombard the schools and to, you know, more or less see about the young men and the young people, you see? And so I think that'll be, you know, I think that'll be a powerful, very powerful thing for us to really engage into, because the young men right now in this nation,
Exactly.
they need help badly. You know what I mean? They need help badly. And even my experience, like you said, my experience even being in the shop, you know what I mean, in the junking shop, there's so many of them who are hurting, you know what I mean, and who, you know, they come to me sometimes even just for something to eat, you know what I mean, and you help them with that, they appreciate you, you know, they appreciate that. And so, I think we really need to engage in that and to us to get into that realm of outreach and to help bring them so they can be shapen, you know what I mean? Shapen and, you know, and they can be empowered. And that's the key to empowerment, you know what I mean? And once we begin to engage in that, I believe that we begin to see positive change, you know, in the family structure and in this nation at large. And so I think that's powerful. You know what I mean? Going in and bombarding the school. So I support that. 100%. I applaud you, sir.
In that, if being successful in reaching out to a particular school, maybe you can say to them to identify the problematic persons.
Right.
Put them, let them be singled out somewhat. Make sure that they're present, and when you have your meetings, you want to, like you say, focus on them.
Right.
To give them some directives.
Right.
As opposed to wasting your breath on persons who don't have those same social ills.
Right.
You know, you want to focus on them because the devil is so obvious that the devil is attacking the
Male.
priest. Yeah, male. You know, he taking us, trying to take us out and take us down, and a lot of us who are seasoned can kind of shun a lot of his tactics and temptations. But the ones who are young and inexperienced, they're the ones that he's targeting. And you look at the prison systems now, if you go to court as a juror, you'll notice that most of the persons committing offenses are very young persons.
That's correct.
They have lost their way. And statistics show that a large majority of those are coming from single homes, mostly with mothers, women fighting to fill the man role,
Right.
and not being successful in it. And you know, women are not designed to have the tolerance level and the level of aggression that we have and to rule with the iron hand. They try. You know, my mother grew up 5 of us, and I think she did a pretty good job.
So did my mom.
You know, it's not that it's impossible, because God give, you know, he put that grace on who he want put that on. But it's not designed to be like that. You understand? So when we have fathers absent and mothers throwing in the towel, then the sons run rogue and do whatever. You know, you have them giving sons instructions to be in the house at a certain time. They don't care to do what they feel like doing. So the mother say, hey, whatever, something happened, you're too bad. And now what mothers are doing, when they get a notion that their children are involved in criminality, they insure them. You know, there's a lot of these bad boys getting killed, getting buried, and burials are almost $20,000.
Yeah.
But they burying them on time. Where do you think the money coming from? They have them insured. So it's an investment for them now. You ain't gonna listen to me,
Yeah.
I will insure you. So whenever you let the devil trick you and you get take out, you pay for yourself, and I can live good after you're gone.
Yeah.
You know,
I had a guy
that's
on my job who actually told me something just like that.
all of that. You see a lot of these ghetto fellas, but they got that money,
Yeah.
they get, they
I
get
can
it.
recall, I was a manager to Atlantis in the storeroom. And these 3 guys, they were buyout workers there. They would come and do little work with me. And after they would work, I would carry them to the restaurant, and they'd say, boss, you carrying us in here? I say, yeah, what's wrong with that? He said, man, people don't think of us like that. See, love is so serious and rejection. Now, I hear these guys' nickname was Limbo. Limbo was one. I remember Limbo Spy. And you know them. You know them from Fox Hill. You know them. You know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, man.
So, after carrying these guys and showing them love, they said, they would come to me and say, nah, boss, anybody play with you, just let us know, you know.
Right.
I said, yeah, man, don't worry about that. Now, I'm hearing all this killing in Fox Hill, you know. All this shooting, and I hearing these names, you know. Didn't know these the 3 guys.
Wow.
But in my presence, I ain't do nothing fine. I'm gonna shoot them up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's sad to say they dead.
Yeah.
3 of them dead. You understand? But what I like to say, like just conversating with them brothers, man. All they're looking for is love rejection.
Right.
Serious.
I take root. That's a
You
spirit.
understand? And, sad to say, I don't want to point. I would say society in general, they have this thing, just like your power. Words, very careful. Words form, words like, you understand, you speak those things, that's what you're going to get at the end of the day.
Yeah, we can't afford, I agree with you, we can't afford for society to grow up our children. When that happens, because each one of us have a mandate to pour into our children ourselves, because God has already given us the skill
Exactly.
to rear them the way they are supposed to be reared. You understand? And that would be in the knowledge and the fear and respect to God.
Yeah.
You understand? So they would have a foundation to fall back on. You train up a child
Right, exactly.
in the way he should go. And if he departs from it, he got something to come back to.
Exactly.
Because when he done finish catching all that hell, there's a foundation that exists for him to stand on.
Exactly.
But in the absence of that foundation, he gone. That one right off.
I'd like to say I spent 10 years in youth ministry, right? And, but those boys kind of grew up in the church.
Right.
And if I say do this, that was that, because they grew up around me,
Right.
and whatever I said was that.
Right.
Outside of them and my boys, that's the only experience I've had.
Right.
Now, when you're talking about at-risk young men in our society today, that's another ballgame altogether.
Yeah, that's a different set of
They
personalities.
have issues with authority,
Right.
and usually very disrespectful and all of that. This is just, I say all of that just to say this. I don't know. I'll drop this little seed, and we can discuss it or whatever. The thought came to mind, if maybe, because I've never had any experience in this type of thing. It's a wonderful idea, and it's a necessity. But the thought came, if we can maybe partner maybe with the police, something, and they'd be more like the disciplinary, the person that they would, if the police say, you know, but I don't know. That we just be more like of the moral, the spiritual,
Right.
something like that. Just a
So,
thought.
right, that's good, because it'll identify then two different positions. Where you would have the church, like how we have it now, the Christian council, and then we have the politicians. The Christian council is supposed to represent the Godhead, the godliness, the spirituality in society, and the government, obviously, the governmental structure. So that'll be awesome, where we can hold the position of God to the youths and bring God to them and speak spirituality to them, moral values as it pertains to the Bible. And the officers can drive home law, fundamental rights, freedom of the individual, what the law says about certain things, and just be that legal representation, so to speak, from societies and to present to them while we drive home. And I think corporately together that would help to mold them mentally and socially to respect both entities. You see what I'm saying?
You have somebody here.
You making a good point, but I work with youths a little while in my life. Between Ever and Noel and the Nassau Village Watch Council, as in the neighborhood name Watch Council, I'm the North Captain. But my job is actually I work with youth. Now, in this lifetime of police present, I don't really feel that's the right way to get through the youth, especially a troublemaker.
Yeah, somebody
Because
shut
from
down.
you see the uniform, it's like you're demanding them to do certain things, rather than you come off free will. Now, like Darren was saying also, most of them in a rejection rate, as in they get rejected at home because there's actually nothing to eat, there's no money, and there's no parents at home. Because most of them needed to work, trying to put a dollar on the table so they could eat, and they didn't know where to father. Then you have some like Mr. Neely said, they just eat noodles all day. They can't afford for real food. So even as simple as they had a breakfast, free breakfast Saturday. I volunteered to help them because I usually like to cook too. And it was like so amazed because some of the little children, I grew up in Nassau Village for 30 years of my life. I grew up in Nassau Village. When I say my life changed because of my son, I really trying to grow up my son to grow up in the right way, right atmosphere, do the right things in life. So I bring him up and open up. He wasn't like me, locked up home, can't go outside. So I bring him over to see what's actually going on, show him the right and wrong way. But the simplest when we fed them that morning, they didn't roll over. They stayed on the park until like 12:30.
Yeah.
Some even had no shoes on, some was wearing shoes, some don't have no clothes. And it's like, It's like an everyday thing for some of them. That's why you see them on the streets like basically every day. No shoes, no clothes, no food. So some of the data you would knock on, I feel you would have a approach, a response to say, if you was to knock on the door, as all the gentlemen inside here, you would have a better chance reaching out to them as they going on door to door, knocking on the door. See, they saying, trying to figure like, hey, if you have a problem, child is going, you need this way we can come in as a man. We here to help. We ain't come to the mind, we ain't come to fault. We come to help. So I mean, you can look at it in that aspect too.
Very good point, and I see the point.
I
I see
like
the
that.
point, the authority, that they wanna fight against that.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I was thinking about from the school's perspective, I think, I mean, the same thing may apply also.
Now see, even if you go in school, from you go to the guidance counselor, from you go to the senior master, from you go to the principal. From you duck school, from you gamble, from you a problem child, they have your name on the list.
Yeah.
You still don't need a police. I could tell you.
Yeah, let me share some light, because we have been in youth prevention and education when I was like in 7th grade, being one of the people who've been selected from Ministry of Education to just deal with young people. And I have much love for the church and what the church trying to do, but the church in itself has been given a bad name. Okay. In my whole years of dealing with young people, I feel that we need to step from the standards of the church and not let the church dictate how we help people. Okay? And I say that because in my youth organization dealing with, I was doing drug prevention, drug-free, don't use drugs, don't drink, use alcohol. So in attracting young men from all walks of life, I brought in guys who used to deal drugs. I brought in gang members. And the whole idea was to give them an alternative to doing what they was doing. Okay? Once you find out what it is that they like doing, their talent and their skills, and you create an environment for them to use those skills and those talents, you now have an open communication with these young people. Once you have an open communication with these young people, you then now need to start doing some other Christianity. Not Christianity, okay? We start teaching them simple stuff, decision-making skills. Listen here, we're gonna teach you when you get in a situation how to make the best decision. You understand me? We're not preaching Christianity. I'm telling you, if you go and try to preach Christianity, you're gonna run these guys. Okay? They don't need the church telling them anything. They don't need the police telling them nothing. They need a friend. They need someone who could relate to what they're doing. Who can actually, you know, I understand what you're going through. Okay? Yeah, but I understand. And let me help you and show you a different way. Okay? See, in order for you to reach them, you got to get to them where they're hurting. You understand me?
No, you're right.
It ain't the church. If it was the church would have been full. You understand me? The church would have been full. So if you're going into the schools, you're going in to be a big brother to these young men. You understand me? Listen here. What you doing with? And you're going to find out. Some of them ain't getting no job. Some of them mommy ain't working. And when they go home, they got to go steal. Real talk. They got to go in the shop to try to steal. They might not get catch. They might get catch. But they go in to steal to try to feed their brother and sister. They go in to do what they got to do to make sure their mommy, hey, mommy, you get a burden. Let me do what I got to do. And these real times. So if you go in to talk to these people, you can't go half-stepping. You got to go real. Listen, let me sit down and talk to you. Let me find out what's going on with you. And once you understand what's going on with them, then you can help them. Because now you get the information to counteract what they're going through. Okay? You can't go in. I mean, I understand the police. We ain't going in that. Because you're going to run them. You want them to open up, you got to build trust.
Yeah.
You understand? You got to build that relationship here. Yeah, these guys, them, yeah, they doing, you know? And then it comes in where you actually really be a big brother. Okay, what you want to do? You want to do computers? Boss, I do computers. Come, let me help you. Come work with me. Let me take you to my shop and show you the stuff. You do landscaping?
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Right.
This is what you're doing. You like music?
Yeah.
So you got to be able to reach these kids in
Yeah.
situations that they can relate to.
Teach them,
You
right.
got to start thinking out
Empower
the
them,
box.
right.
If you want to make a movement, you got to start doing some stuff that everybody ain't doing. Understand me? That's the only way it works.
Yes.
Unless you become the regular church man, the regular, they come, yeah, you gonna pray. Boss, I can pray. But I ain't know, if I don't understand, you can't relate to me,
Right.
that prayer mean nothing.
Amen.
Because you're gonna take me to a level that I ain't ready for.
That's correct.
So you gotta creep to that level. You gotta build something to get to that level. So once you build that relationship and build that whole structure, then hey, yeah, okay, I want more of you.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. That's when you make it personal.
Right.
What makes you so special?
Right.
Come on, be the church.
Exactly.
And then everything turns around. But when they get in this door,
That's it.
a whole nother door open.
Right.
But you already build that relationship. You don't build that structure.
That's correct.
You don't build that communication.
That's true.
You know, and what can happen? They can tell their friend. They can tell their boys. That man come go with me, man. And then you get a clique of boys coming behind you because why? You start a movement.
Exactly.
You're a movement because you cared. You didn't preach, remember, you didn't preach Christianity.
No.
And that's the focus. People try to preach Christianity, preach the wrong things, and they jump. They ain't into that. They hurting.
Right.
They hurting. You know, and I'm man hurting.
Yeah.
So how do we get to them?
That's
For us to
right.
get to them, we got to sit down and talk to them one-on-one.
Yep.
Listen, yo, what's going on with you? You know? And if they really want help, man, listen, yo. Hey, I ain't got no lunch money, but I go into school and I can't eat, and my sister, you know, she ain't got no shoes, but I had to go inside there, put something in my pocket so my sister could go to school the next day.
Yeah.
You know, I got to go in home and look up and rob it from the packing boys. Hold on, give my money, you know?
Yep.
Simple stuff, you know. It's simple stuff. When you
Correct.
put yourself in a situation where it becomes desperate, anything's possible.
Anything.
But you got to take them with that desperation. You got to show them, yeah, guess what? You know what? You need a job? Who knows? Maybe you know someone who could do something there similar. Help me. I could do something for you.
Right.
You understand me? I could do something for you.
Right.
You know, you don't get no food, we get whole food in the pot. Listen here. I could get you something to eat for the day tomorrow, let you live. You understand me? We have the food, we have it. But it's, you have to get to that point
Right.
where you can understand what they're going through.
Right.
And once you understand what they're going through, then you can move some stuff, man.
Yeah.
You got to move some stuff.
No,
See,
I-
if you think small, then you're going to stay small.
Small.
You can stay small. But if you think that what you could do to impact one child's life, one child, if we go in there, we could change one guy's life, that's a murderer. Let's rob the guy and so. I mean, maybe he could have, that was a stupid move he do. He walking there, no cover, walking there with the gun. How we expect not to get catch?
Yeah.
But you don't know what that nigga's going through.
Right.
You don't know what he was up against.
Desperation.
Yep.
You understand me? You don't know what his back against the wall is. Yeah, man, I just gotta take this gun and I gotta go in there and do something because why? My mommy's sick and she needs some medicine and I just gotta do this.
Right.
You understand me?
Yep. No, you're right. You talk.
You know?
You talk
So-
real talk. That's
Let's not think small, man.
No.
Let's not think small.
that's correct.
Let's not think small. If we can do something, let's do something that matters, man. Let's make some waves. Listen here. Yeah. These guys really reaching these niggas in. You understand me? And let's get some guys inside you. And then we get a whole crew from Manitowoc come here.
Yeah.
How we get them here? And they coming here because of us, boy.
Yeah.
They ain't coming here because we ain't selling no church, we ain't selling no Christianity, we selling friendship. You understand me? So we gotta move to a different level. You understand me? But we can't go in there and believe we can go in there and pray for these guys and tell these guys what they should do. They ain't wanna hear that.
No.
They ain't wanna hear that. Everybody telling them what they should do. No. What I need to do.
Gotta reach them where they are.
What I need to do.
Right.
You understand me? Simple taxes, you know. Simple tax. I didn't do it. I didn't prove it. I had this country with 13 school groups and 13 young people. I pushing like 600 young people in the movement. You understand me? Because you got to know how to reach them.
Yeah.
You understand me? But if you can't reach them, then you already lost them.
That's correct.
You know? And then you'll be wasting time. And all you get is your name. Once you don't burn that bridges,
That's it.
That's it.
you just another church group.
true.
Okay, yeah, we can give you some time. You know why? Because why? We ain't got to deal with these boys, and you coming in for 2 hours. That means the teachers ain't got to deal with them because they done no manly, they don't have no respect, they don't ain't going nowhere. They just wasted in life. These are the stuff they hearing every day from these teachers, you know.
Yes.
You don't never make it in life, boy.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
that's all
understand
they
me?
hear. That's all they
These are
hear.
stuff they hearing every day.
Yeah.
So they just pushing negativity in these boys them life. So when they come to school, what they done negative. You know, half of them ain't gonna graduate because why? All their life they being negative. You don't gonna make it to nothing. Why I gotta finish school? Why I even gotta do my work?
Yeah,
You don't believe in me. You was the teacher.
Yeah.
You don't believe in me.
that's correct.
So what I gotta go? Well,
Yeah,
but the nigga on the streets to give me a bag of dope that's gonna sell that by like you one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Put that gun inside your hand and then
I got
Bam,
your
bam.
back.
I got your back.
I got
That's
your
what
back.
I'm saying.
And they showing them love.
So that's sure. You know, and you get a whole clique behind you because all your boys behind you, but anything happen, we got you. We got you. You understand me?
Yeah,
But at some point in time, we gotta break loose from that stuff, man.
yeah.
We gotta break loose. You know, we gotta do what matters. And if we're gonna touch some people, let's touch some people. We can walk in the same corner right here, touch some people.
Yeah.
It's got, we have it. You know?
Yeah.
But it has to be commitment from all of us. If we can branch out as men, let's do it as men. Not as iPad, you know. Not as iPad. We ain't pushing iPad. We pushing men supporting other men, whether it's younger men or students. It's men helping men. So the power then change because it becomes personal. You understand me? We doing stuff that matters. And we don't need the church for that. We just need ourselves to do the work.
Right.
All right?
I just wanted to say, first of all, I appreciate Brother Darren bringing me here. Because I actually was started going to my home church about Grand Road. For some reason, and I never end up in them. And saying it's good. Always good to say, plan to go, never go, get dressed, don't go. You know. He actually put me out the shop with the brush in my hand. And he said, come on. You know. And I also preach a message one Thursday night. And he said, man, feel that love in the place. You know? No big time grass, roof, church, with all the stuff going on. And
More intimate
yeah, because I grew up in church, so you know I get an eye for everything in the church, you know, that I see go on in the church, you know. Like I said, I appreciate what God bringing me in. You know, I never been involved in a youth group like I say, with all the accolades and stuff behind it, but I grew up in all the ways he explained. In all the ways. And it wasn't too short ago before I gave it up. Just having a common sense and everybody around me dropping like flies. That was my time. Split second decisions to make. Thank God I make the right decision. That's all I bought the end of the trade today. But Apostle talk about, I was him talk about something you're talking about culture. It's 21st century living in. Just different format and style of young beings. At the 1995, the 89s, the 80s.
Yeah.
The whole new caliber.
Yeah.
This is literally generation of vipers. This is literally that. Remember now, he tell me something before he died. He said, I can be around, but you can be around. Let's see how this is. Who you talking to then? So said, so done. Watching it before my eyes. Now watching it before your eyes and trying to find out what could you do about it, or feeling helpless that you cannot do anything about it. About something that's really, really being predicted, preordained, and you living out the reality, watching it with your own two pupils every day. And even seeing you and somebody else, I mean, you mature,
if you see your actions back then in somebody else, you don't know how to approach them, what to say, you know. So he basically say everything, but I want to say in a nutshell, just to study the culture of the younger persons, because apparently the things going on right now, one generation skip and you teach somebody something. Somebody decide to become friends with the kids and not teach them what you got. All the other senior men, someone I might be in age bracket with 1 or 2 persons, you know, but one generation skipped something and something didn't get passed down. That's why, and then it's already written that these times are coming. Oh yeah. But some generation didn't do what they supposed to do. Will cause a serious uproar. Why we having what we having today in society. I live this and see this every day in my life. I watch the dramatic culture change. And everybody being important is so important. Being important is so important. Everybody wants to feel important. That's the human instinct. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everybody wants to feel love. But that comes behind certain principles. You know, learning to love yourself. You know, people ask me today. I forget I even have these up because of my mindset today. I wake up in the morning feeling like how I was supposed to be feeling in my right frame of mind, and forget I have these young. Even when in the mirror, I don't even see these because I see something else. Because there are people just like you who take the time, who see something with me, but I didn't see it myself, and only choose to put me on the side and tell me 1 or 2 things to cause me straight up. That itself was a blessing. And I have that privilege again today. So basically everything he said, you have to study the culture, not just the young people, but study the culture of what's happening in society at large. And people feel like they have a need to cling on to, because every time you start feeling like I shared a story before. I shared a story about it now and by the way. The night when Apostle was preaching about be careful that you entertain angels, people, because you could be entertaining an angel this season of this month. You know, it happened to me that night when I wasn't even at church. Whilst the message was going on, I was probably the first person doing my entertainment. The angel, the car breakdown. I planned from the day before, it's the 31st. It's happened on Halloween. On the 30th, I planned to come to church. Making preparation from the day before to come to church. That ain't even me. 31st come Halloween, the car break down on the corner of Bay Street by a club on Halloween night. When people could just get nice and freaky and do what they want, vandalize stuff and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So call Pastor Wright and let him know what's going on. They say, we can't leave that there. Not that area. You know? I was talking to one of the guys in the shop trying to get me, give me some assistance in trying to get the locksmith to change the key, because the key card, the ignition brother wasn't accepting the key. So, to make a long story short, the last time I walked out of the shop, walked back down the road to check the car, because the car was open up. This dude was on the next side of the road. He come from in the dark, come from off of there, on my side, and come behind me, and they turn around, my fist ball, and say, boss, you almost get knocked out. I said, don't run up on me like that. He's like, man, sorry. You know, I didn't mean to do that, just give me a second. That's when after something yesterday. I'm from Freeport, I don't know anybody. You know, I'm really hungry. Me and my wife are eating properly in a couple of days. You know, we got a young baby. You don't even have to give me the money. I just need a boil of pure water and some food. So I only have my tithes in my wallet. Then I had to make a decision earlier if I can get the locksmith, pay the locksmith just about what my tithes is, because if the job more technical, then that's money I still don't have.
Right.
Or number 3, forget about the tithes, forget about the locksmith, and feed this man, the family, and still short myself. So this brother was talking to me, and when he was talking to me, I really was getting like chills because it was surreal to see. I was trying to take. I wasn't trying to take it in, but at the end of the night, I still had to take all of it. And I was supposed to be in church right now. You know, with like church going on right here, because what happens to do with me to do is start talking.
Right.
And he started talking about, nah, you don't understand, people don't believe in God. And not just any God, but the true and living God. So in my mind, saying, boy, this dude, he really good. He putting on. He really trying to get my couple of daughters. And then the next side of me saying, wife, Freeport, Hurricane Dorian, hungry.
Right.
You get your point?
Right.
So we keep walking with them. Instead of we walk, I was ready to walk with them from like 601 straight Camp Road or the gas station just to get them something to eat. I was unprepared to do that.
Right.
I noticed to be hungry and homeless.
Right.
You see? So I walk on this door, and this dude, like, I went like a sermon, preaching to me like a sermon, like an actual sermon. And he giving me the world of goosebumps. So I had to tell him, I said, boy, it's kind of weird because I'm supposed to be preaching. He said, no, you're supposed to be me. So I say, anyway, I just give my life back to Christ. You see, a couple of Sunday, on Thursday, and he started to break down Brian because he said the same strip that he's walking on that same strip last night and give his life back to Christ.
Wow.
I said, man, it's really the time to be getting off. You know? So he gets goosebumps when you can see him.
Right.
And he tell me, say, the only reason why it's called because you dress just like me. Soft short pants, both slippers or both shoes, soft top shirt, and clean cut, and this just how they do it. And you won't believe out of all the people in Nassau, you passing on East Bay Street, it was so freaky. Ain't nobody, and I know plenty of people, ain't nobody stop and ask me like, you all too straight, everything cool, or like this dude had like literally had like a glow of him, and like we was invisible, nobody couldn't even see us. People just driving like a regular, like driving. And so I say, man, look here, I gotta get back and be sure what I can do for you. Gave him a $10 bill, he walk over and say, hold on, come back. Give him $15, $20, $25, $30. Now the thing come back and I say, babe, this dude is it's a gamer, or even $30 off you easy.
Right.
But if not, don't worry about that. Be obedient. And I don't do things like that. I wouldn't want my money. I don't do things like that. But I had to give it them because I didn't want to get no problems. It was a strong, like I had one of those
God experience.
yes, big time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And like all these things started happening after Darren was trying to get me to come to church before, but I didn't come. But when I really say I'm coming to church, all these things started happening. You know what I'm saying? Give the guy a dude, give me a walk off, tell me to sing a walking boy, returning boy. So I say, man, that's cool, man. Let's make sure the big game week. They walk back to the car. All in the club, got me a cheeseburger. Come back out, eat a cheeseburger. Pastor, I got me. Pastor, just call me preacher. I don't know why. The preacher was going on. I didn't look at me. Say, boy, that locksmith say, he's stuck, he ain't coming. He say, well, even if he got to get somebody who have a truck in this church, pull you home, we can do that. Boy, when he do that, boy, when he's just me, I'm saying that, I say, I believe I may be someone in the right place.
Right.
You see? So when I look after each cheeseburger, he pull up, everybody get their hazard light on. Now, bear in mind, the key come with the ignition. That's the last time the key going back in the ignition. It was going in and we ever had ignition problem, but being stubborn, you just don't want to fix these things, so you're saying, but you could just let this thing lapse.
Yeah.
But you lapsed for the last time, that thing. Because from that happened, everything was designed to happen straight through the whole day, take place. Now, this key can't get in. I don't know how we get it in, but this key can't get in, so you show me how you put the key in. He's right there. So then I had these two show up again, because you have to deal with these two every day. This one telling me, oh, That boy ain't get the key started.
Say these two.
It's a waste. It's a waste. It's a waste. Hey, listen to me. Now, I tell you what, I only can explain it the way I say it for my own two eyes.
Yeah.
Like that. So he said, this thing get his key started. I say, well, this key ain't get started. Then over here saying, brother, if you think positive, if you think it can happen, chances are whatever you think you can get that. So I say, he even though I say a silent prayer right there, I say, Lord, please help this brother turn this car on because my wife she done frustrated. So all I hear is, I say, first of all, let the key get in the ignition, and then this the part. What I supposed to pay the locksmith to do on the car, he fixed it, didn't even know he fixed it just by dingling the key around. The locksmith supposed to take all the guts and everything down, get all technical into it. If it's simple, it's $150. If it's not simple, it's over $150 because it didn't help. He go in there, just play with the key and fix it. Just like that. So the first thing I say, I say, God, I say, I mean, I know you was, if I sow a seed, and I talking to God just like this. I say, you know, if you sow a seed, if I sow a seed, I know I can get a pot, but that was a little quick. Because there's no other way that could have happened. From 12 o'clock, I done frustrated, meeting the car. We got to get out the car and walk by the shop. I sweating in the hot sun. The key ain't grinding. Coming out, 2 o'clock, going to go check the key. Come out, 5 o'clock, go check the car. And I walking from the shop back. Come out, keep grandma and come in. And ain't nothing happening until God come and do that. Wow. You know? That's I still a young person. I might be pushing 1 or 2 numbers coming up, but I still a young person. And the way, and I've been going to dance before I came to the ministry in terms of my life. And he is a good gentleman. When was the time to speak to me? Just speak to me. They ain't come on to me with all of this. You know, they tell me from their aspect how they deal with it when they was going with it. You know, like he said he said everything that they wanted to say. You know, but if you really, really, truly want to reach people in this day and time, and in this age bracket, the level that you want, they can't see you right there. You gotta go at the level, you gotta go down and then bring them, take them up. There's only 2 things they can do. You stretch what they have when you learn with them, or they can pull on your punch leg to keep you down. Only 2 things they can do. So I just wanted to applaud this gentleman that he's basically saying the same thing what they wanted to say. You have to study. You have to study them. You see?
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. You mentioned this thing over here, and boy, you know, that's, I don't know if y'all know, there's $250.
I would got you, Greg.
A month.
So it's $250 a month.
A month. And do you realize that we have not paid anything since the storm?
That's been.
What? You need to tell him that.
Yeah, that's only God.
Yeah.
All right. And
But it's not compiling.
Between them, right?
the apostle, I was really working with the people with that.
Yeah.
I see happen to know the owner, I think, or somebody. You know, that's probably the favor that we have. You know, but we can't take that for granted. We need to take care of that. All right, and I took note. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. You see, that's what I.
We got more than enough
When he mentioned right on his way, I started calculating. I said, we got it right here tonight, you know.
I know tonight.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Friday.
we have enough.
Yeah, we have enough people. Yeah, man.
And the truth is, it's only a once a month thing.
Right.
However, because he mentioned weekly, right? But then, and of course, you don't want to be burdensome.
So you can do $10?
We don't
For 2
all-
weeks.
We meet
We don't
twice.
even
I
say-
was supposed to have meeting about twice a month, and we bring the
We
25.
can cover that, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do something like that. But also, as everybody was talking, I think Pastor Murphy mentioned that they already started doing some kind of food bank or something like that. And I had just a thought, I go to grocery shop in my house, all right, and what we can do, even if you don't go to a grocery shop, we can, speak with your wife or something. You go to grocery shop to buy stuff for the house, and you can just get one extra item or two at the same time and bring it in, that can help to support that. So that when you meet people who in need, you can, somewhere to go to help them.
Yeah.
So you have like a little store for them?
Yeah. I totally agree with Brother Colbert, because I have workers at my work, and I have some yardists, all right? And I can tell you this, I've had to really reach out to them in a different way. You know what I mean? Some of them have the background, if you know, stereotype somewhat in Pinewood. And brothers, good much of them, they into their gun talk and all that kind of thing. But something happened, so powerful that I was working with them, one of the young men, when he started singing and he rapping and he singing some old Rican screaming so what? So I got it like this tonight with them and me going there, and they're like this man, are you down like that, He said, yeah, bro. You know what I mean? And so we started interacting, and right after that, interacting with them, and just being, like you said, personal with them. They started opening up. The day we were on the roof, one of the guys, and I was just throwing out some nuggets, to him. And he said to me, wait, mister, that's a positive. He said, well, yeah, that's a positive. He said, you don't know what you do for me. You don't know what you do for me. But that helped me out. You know what I mean? And so, the key thing in all of this is just, like what Darren said and everybody's saying, the most powerful thing, entity in the world is love. We show people love, that's what we win there. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. Love is the key. And you begin, and not only just love, but you demonstrate that love, and you make them feel like they're the best thing here on the face of the earth. And you do that, transform lives. That's the way it is.
That's like what Brother Millie was saying. I love that. Don't go beating Jesus on them. Got to tie them off.
Yeah,
Like that.
I agree.
Meet them at their need. And then you gradually, as time go, then you could present Christ. So I like that.
Jesus fed the 5,000.
So many churches have silenced themselves and killed their own witness by virtue of things that would have taken place in the ministry, from the headship and the leadership of this ministry, and taking under consideration that members of the general public, people who are not in church, are saying these things. So when you come with the God talk, direct, they be like, come on now, you talking to me with God and this one here, on in jail for doing this to the young girl and this. They quickly refer to these things as their cover and their reason for not entertaining the church talk. And the church is responsible for that.
Yes.
We did it to ourselves by falling short.
Exactly.
And some of these giants that should have already been slain by some persons in leadership in some of these ministries that you see falling like that. See, the Bible says, blessed is a man whose sin is covered. God covered them,
Yeah.
And when he gets sick and tired and see that they're joining, he pulled the veil off the thing and exposed it and allowed them to fall. He said, he laugh at your calamity. When you come screaming, oh, Jesus, no. I had you covered for a while, you can go through this. And hopefully, You learn through this.
Exactly.
And come out through this fire and be what I call you to be. You understand? So in so many areas the church has failed. And it caused society to strengthen their barrier to push against the church. You know, so it makes our job a tedious one, but it causes us, like he was saying, to be strategic.
Right.
And to modernize. Satan changing his tactics every day. The church has to do the same thing to reach the members of the public who the devil is contaminating daily. So when they open their mouth and say one thing, you got something else to say. But the main thing is to reach them where they are. Find out where their social is. When you could relate to them, they can entertain you. They can hear you. If you can't relate to them, because they'll go and talk down where they is. So I agree. Down where they is. So the minute you start that, you shut them. That's like a show, but when you're showing up on your doorstep. I know a friend of Beyonce dog ball naked to get rid of them. You see, so you got people who the level of disrespect and not entertaining that. Like you got some guys who disrespect you. When you come talking with Jesus. Hey buddy, I don't need it, like you say, I don't need a prayer right now. I need something to eat.
This is right in my work, in the transportation department. There's some fellas them, and it's amazing, that's why they dope talk when they used to smoke dope.
Right.
Like, come on, I say, but you smoke as much dope as me.
Right.
They say, but you?
Right.
They say, no, but yeah, I say, but I smoke plenty dope, but
Right.
that's how it started, you know.
Right.
And then I started with them brothers. So how you stop? What happened? I said, man, I was going to church and smoking dope.
Right.
You understand? Going to church praising God and getting high.
See, that's the real.
Right.
You can reach
And,
it.
and then it's like, man, but look here, I want to talk to you. I had females ask, say, too, come say, like, I'd like to talk to you privately. Say, man, look here, how you was able to do this? You understand? And it's good to show your scars.
Yes.
We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Some people say with the testimonies, but that testimony, brother, we need to hear your testimony. Because your said testimony can deliver him, can deliver her. You understand? And I feel good about all of this tonight, gents. And we can do this. This can happen for everybody out there. Wonderful. It's just like just coming together and doing it. We can do this. For God's grace and mercy.
Yeah, that's the music part, yeah.
You make a man's choir?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
sir. You want a woman quiet in the middle. You by yourself.
Hey, so, Brother Darren.
Yes, sir.
Public relations, you got someone who deal with that?
Not as yet. That's why I'm saying I'm open. But I need to pay you.
He's a public relations man.
Get him nearly.
He's media.
Someone to give it a go.
Right.
No,
That's it, man. That's it.
That's it. You got one over here.
You can't go out for the mouth with the camera.
That's what it is.
Just spin it around on yourself.
But everybody feel okay with on the dance song?
Let's go.
Even so too, this
Through
community,
the same corner.
you know.
Yes,
this
exactly.
Through the same corner.
Like you started
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, again.
Exactly.
Sometimes you can, you know, pick a, even like an evening, probably a Saturday evening, you know, we can probably, come together and walk through the community, you know what I mean, and, like the man of God say, make it personal.
Right.
You know, even like Brother Wayne,
Brother Wayne.
who,
Right, right there.
He stopped me the other day, and, you know, me and him was talking, and, you know, he's talking about how things are tight for me, and we get the Ocean no more, and, Ocean Club no more, and, you know, he says, car something up there, and he says, mommy's sick, so she ain't working. You know what I'm saying? He put me beside him, man, you know, 5 hours again. I give it to him. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, you know, you see, a lot of times you see them, and
Exactly.
you just ride your corner, you John, you say, hey, you say me up.
Yeah.
You just keep riding.
Yeah.
But you ain't really, you know, when you stop, when you talk with them, you realize and see,
That's right.
like, but he really said the truth. He know about the church thing. You know what I mean? He know about the Jesus thing.
Yeah.
So, as far as any mind, hold on, yeah, I've been coming to your church, and, yeah, you know, but, you know, I need to eat. You know what I'm saying? My old lady need medicine. The rent, PWJ, the rent man, So they owe like 6 months for rent. So, you know, you don't know what kind of landlord it is, but, you know, he just working with them, and, you know. So, when you talk about getting poisoned with someone, I totally agree with you.
Yes.
Because when you can get poisoned with someone and actually sit with them,
Exactly.
and you can talk with them, you can relate with them, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times too, like you said, the truth. A fellow girl can pick up a gun, he gotta eat.
Exactly.
So, when he see you coming walking with your bamboo shack in your hand and your big soda, he hungry. So all in his mind now, he ain't got intentions to kill you, know. He just need to eat.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
I need that.
So if you could now pull in someone like that and now treat them like, okay,
I need that.
don't pick up the gun no more.
I want that, I need them.
Okay, you gotta paint, you know, you gotta add, or you gotta, so I'm saying? And the only way you can find it out if you spend time and get personal with them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I totally understand what you were saying, and so
But
even
Billy
if,
said something about 2 weeks ago in church, and I remember you were saying, inviting people to church. And then if you said, okay, my pastor this and that, he said, you remember you said that, tell the person like your man, make it personal, you know me.
Right.
You know me, and so forth. And that point was, you remind me of something right to the point of, we were on the evangelism team was out one day. And these guys right here, you know, in the corner, the guys in the corner. We were talking to some of them, and one of the guys, I remember he came to Sister Donna, and he said, man, look here, he killed someone here. He said, kill someone. And I feel God finish with me. You understand? She started talking to him. And as she was talking to him, I was talking to this other guy, and he was like, and I talking to him, he say, you talking to me, but I know you from somewhere. I said, man, you sure? I said, man, I see your face looking familiar. I said, I know, and I talking to him, and, you know, just sharing, I bring Christ in the death, you know, I just reasoning with him. I said, man, I know you. He said, you Lindsay Daddy. He said, but you try to kill my brother for your daughter. I said, man, hold on. I said, no, that's my daughter. He said, man, I said, me and my brother said, was planning to have you kill you, you know. Man, you spiked my brother right up in that college. He said, but you changed? He said, boy, I have to, he said, I ain't asking you to come into that church. Of course, knowing how you was. He said, Mr. You changed? What you do to my brother? I said, man, don't worry about that, you know. I said, that's my only daughter, so don't care about that. Right? But the response, like you say, the guy was like, person ain't reading no Bible, man. They reading me and you.
watching us.
They ain't reading no Bible. They looking at us.
Read the Bible.
You understand? And once we could.
Yeah, we have to make them want what we have.
Pastor was talking about marketplace ministry.
You know, we had a good relationship with the guys here, you know, as a result of that, this place, the church started getting breaking. You realize that?
Yeah, because they talked up, they stopped carrying the stuff.
You know, we started breaking now and then. And we have developed a relationship with them, with Bing and Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey.
Yeah, Bing and Smokey.
One time too, even the men,
Kobe on the run.
the men, like Brother Ishmael, we used to have like different weekends. We pick like probably a different park in a different area, and you just pull up there, and whoever they're playing ball, something pull up there, a bunch of young men they're playing ball, we go and we just introduce who he is, and we say, man, let's play some ball. And after we finish playing ball, we be surprised when they come together and go, let's hold hands and pray. We come together and pray, we invite them to church, and you know what I mean? And I mean, just to say, well, you went out and you was able to go to a community and you saw the response.
Right.
Because a lot of times, you know, there was a time, but I think once or twice you went, and when we come, we say who he is, and we come to let's play some ball. And felt like, oh man, you know, that's how you got up, man. You know, they don't like all that. So we began this way. But there was more times we had better response. You know what I mean? That we was able to go and just play some ball and just show them get it. Because we'll be in there, oh hey, no. This is all environment here. So we come gel and come play ball and cheer. Okay, we Christians and we believe in God, but we come to try to stop you all from what you're doing. Man, fellas in the corner, they're smoking, they weed and everything. And after we finish playing ball, we say, okay, can we just pray with you?